Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or with big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And again, it's Darnold. Has it at the 7. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Walker. Can't quite pass that line. They stop him at the 3. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
From the gun, Darnold. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Seahawks tie it up late in the 1st. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The 2nd drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks literally won up that opening touchdown drive, as they take a 7-6 lead here. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Wangu now to return. Showing a little burst so far. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Ready! Cougar 19!
They'll start this one out the call. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. 7-6 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Jets football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's complete inside the 35. Touchdown, New York! The Jets just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage big time.
Aaron Glenn keeping his kicker on the sideline, Brock. He wants 2 here.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point
Panther 60,
conversion.
Panther street.
They send him straight up the middle, and he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead.
14. Seahawks 7.
No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot, and who knows? Maybe we'll have a two-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Here's the backup. First throw. Escapes out to the left. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Darnold to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
On 2nd and 10 now, Darnold. Here's a screen now for Walker. Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. And he's brought down at the 44. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. Now, that's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Darnold now to throw. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Set.
Now Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up 2nd down. Sticking to the air here. In the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's tackled for a 4th gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He brings it in. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
And the Seahawks 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
The Jets take their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
We're going to set.
Walker will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
To throw, here's Darnold. He takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Well, good luck stuffing the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
And it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Jason Myers to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball into the 35 to begin this drive. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining.
Check. 18 Cardinal. Steady.
Yep, as expected. They go to the ground to start this one off. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
60 Vikings.
They send a man in motion.
70 Rangers. Steady.
To the air, Taylor. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he could do it right there.
Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Taylor now. They set up the screen here for Hall. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. Tackle made by the rookie from South Carolina, Nick Emanwari. 3rd down, they need 7.
Viking 18. Here we go. Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw it. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Rick Woolen with the INT. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to...
He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. Set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Shaheed now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Rashid Shaheed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Headed out right. Complete to Walker on the check down. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. And air it out on 3rd. He's his running back. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Only got a yard, but all they needed was an inch or two. That's going to move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 32.
Here we go. 52 blue. Ready?
Trying the right side. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
You know, for pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense to the line fast.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Absolutely fires this one right side. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that makes it 4th down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive a lot of us thought it stalled out is going to carry on.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken down at the 30. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. He's hit and dropped, so that's going to bring an end to our 3rd quarter, with him picking himself up after that sack. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. Darnold. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Brandon Stevens has it. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, New York. Went to the old well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Here we go.
One of the tight ends motioning left.
Let go.
They'll try to run it in. And he crosses the goal line. The conversion is good, and that sets them up with an 8-point lead in the 4th.
14.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Shaheed now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Shaheed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold coming back after the pick. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. 1st and 10, Darnold. Forced out to his right. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Darnold. Flushed out of the pocket. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
You know, sometimes when you get outside that pocket and your body weight gets going laterally, that ball will sail on you. I mean, that's a tough connection to make even under the best of circumstances.
Looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tried to find Elijah Arroyo, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They start the drive and ball. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play, but whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Hurt.
A give to Mitchell, running left. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. They need more of those as they trail by a score.
Put some respect on that corner's name. Corners aren't just on that field to cover. They can hit, and they can create tackles for loss, too.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Jets leading by 8. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. He's back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the result's 4th down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Okay, ready?
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. He'll throw it. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They come through massive gain there on 4th down. Give them 24 yards. And most importantly, at 1st down. Hall running between the tackles. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready? 18 Cardinal.
Here's Hall once more. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6.
Come on.
Looking to throw. It's caught by Wilson. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
At the 6-yard line.